All right, Shalom. Call hello Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakakwadash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles, the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all the Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And unto the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Bayat Adabadah, the elect house of David that is scattered abroad. I give you my utmost and sincere salutations. Okay? Just had to make a little pit stop at one of my little favorite restaurants in this society. Just had to grab a bite to eat. So this little in transit lesson is going to be about boundaries. You know, having boundaries and knowing how to set them with people. Okay? You know how people have a boundaries like they have limitations, you know, how far you can go and how far you can't go and what you can allow and what you don't allow with certain individuals. You know, that's you know, because we all have as they say, standards or rules. So I'm gonna start off with 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 14, and it says, be not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. Okay, so you know, don't affiliate yourselves with someone who is, you know, someone who doesn't believe in the same thing you do. In fact, you know, don't affiliate yourself with people who aren't in the truth, you know, because, you know, they're gonna have a different point of views or opinions, you know, believing in worldly philosophies or believing in their own way. Okay, and it says, for what fellowship with righteousness hath righteousness with unrighteousness? So, you know, what fellowship can good have with evil, or, you know, good with wicked? You know, there is none. Okay, that's why us Israelites cannot coexist with our sworn enemy here, which is Esau Edom. Okay, we can't coexist because, you know, he has that perpetual hatred for us, even though we're just trying to do right and follow his rules and not doing things stupid, you know, because the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men, roughly paraphrasing. You know, so and what communion hath light with darkness? There is no communion. You know, we as we know, we don't fellowship with those that are of the world, or especially that are wicked. You know, there is no communion with them. There's no partaking. You can't partake with them. Okay. All right. Next is going to be Proverbs, chapter 25, verse 17, and it says right here that, withdraw thy foot from thy neighbor's house, lest he be weary of thee and so hate thee. Okay, which means very seldomly, you know, pay your neighbor a visit every now and then, but, you know, you don't want to wear out your welcome, otherwise they're going to get tired of you. And when that happens, you know, they don't want to have nothing to do with you anymore. Okay, that's another thing about setting boundaries. You know, how far can you go and how far you can go, and just knowing how much you can do with certain people and how much you can't do. All right. So, you know, you gotta know your limits with people. You know, not to press too hard and all of that. You know, because by doing that, you know, you're giving yourself a bad light in their eyes, and you know that's one thing you don't want to. I mean, we're already a bad light in their eyes to begin with, but anyway, this is going to be let me find the script here. This is going to be Proverbs chapter 22, starting at verse 3. And it says, a prudent man foreseeth the evil, and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. Okay, so a person who has wisdom is going to foresee what's coming before it happens, by reading the situation, being careful. If you see something or if you feel like something's about to go down, you'll act accordingly and avoid it, so that way you don't get caught up into it, and who knows what will happen from that point on. But those who are simple and blind and are ignorant, they suffer the consequences because they didn't use wisdom. And that also goes into boundaries. Knowing how, just knowing when to keep yourself out of a certain situation or not get caught up into something. If you see something that could turn ugly, you just walk away or avoid it altogether. All right, now we're going to go down to Proverbs 22. It's going to be verse 20. I'm going to start at verse 24. Proverbs 22 and 24. Make no friendship with an angry man, and with a furious man thou shalt not go. So, in other words, don't get yourself involved with someone who has a bad temper, because, those that are full of wrath, it just leads to trouble. That's why it's roughly paraphrased. And he that is slow to anger is of much understanding. Okay, verse 25. Lest thou learn his ways and get a snare to thy soul. So if you keep someone like that around, you'll learn to be just like him, always being angry or doing something you're not supposed to be doing, being rebellious or whatever the case may be, and you'll end up putting yourself in harm's way, or end up getting yourself in a situation to where it's only going to hinder you, and you don't want to do that. All right, verse 26. It says, be not thou one of them that strike hands, or of them that are surety of debts. Verse 27, if thou hast nothing to pay, why should he take away thy bed from under thee? Okay. In other words, don't let others be a burden unto you. Do not make their problems your own. If you can't help somebody, just let them know, I can't help you. Let your yea be yea and your nay be nay. Yes and no. Okay? There's no need, if you know that you can't help somebody out, just tell them, look, there's nothing I can do for you. But if you can, go for it. But, don't overdo it. Don't be, what do they say, like a shoulder to cry on. Don't let people passively dictate what you do. Don't let people hinder you. Because you still got to look out for yourself. And the people say, oh, you're just selfish. Well, you know what? Hey, I got to take care of myself before I can take care of anybody else. That's just how it is. Okay? And that goes in, that goes into Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1. Okay? It says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. Okay? There's a time and place for everything. If you can help somebody out, there's a time and place for that. If you can do this or do that, go ahead. But, just know that, just be wise and don't, fuck with, just be wise about it and don't get yourself in a position to where, don't put yourself in a position to where, you're going to have troubles. And then that's going to be more vexing to your spirit. You got to learn to, you got to know when to let things be. You got to just, that goes into not only boundaries, but also, discipline, just knowing when, who, what, when, where, why, and how. There's a way to do things. You just can't just rush into something and, it just doesn't work that way. That's why, that's why they were saying, patience is a virtue. And that's why it says here, Excuse me. Let me get Psalms 37:8. It says, "Cease from anger and forsake wrath. Fret not thyself in any wise to do evil." Okay. That's saying, you gotta, like I said before, he that is slow to wrath is of much understanding. So, before you fly off the handle and let your emotions get the better of you, you have to look at a certain situation and read it carefully and, react accordingly. You can't just fly off the handle and beat someone's ass or snap at somebody or go do this or go do that. You gotta really just, you gotta use your head, and that goes for any situation, whether you're angry or whether you're vexed with that demonic spirit of depression or whatever. You gotta remind yourself, that this is all the Lord testing you. And you call upon the name of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai to take those demons off of you. And trust me, I'm vexed with a lot of demons myself. And speaking of myself first and foremost, I deal with a lot of mental things on a daily basis. So going down to verse 9, it says, "For evildoers shall be cut off, but those that wait upon the Lord Yahweh, they shall inherit the earth." So evildoers shall be cut off. They'll be destroyed. But for those who wait patiently upon the Lord, their reward is a surety, man. You'll get the victory. You just got to be patient and humble yourself and just remember that the end game is that crown, because that's what we're all fighting for. So, this wasn't meant to be a long lesson. It was just meant to be in transit. But this was just speaking mainly about boundaries, just knowing how to deal with people in certain situations and certain things. Just pray upon it. Ask for the Lord to guide you in how to deal with this. Okay? So with that, I would like to give all the honor, glory, and praise unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahawashi, B'Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors and respect to the elders and to the apostles of the great millstone. Peace and blessing to all the Akim that are preaching and teaching this word with 100% truth and sincerity. And to the men, women, and children that are listening and learning. And unto the Bayathat of Adad, the elect house of David that are scattered abroad, I give you my utmost and sincere salutations, okay? See you on the next lesson, Lord willing. Kwam Yasharala Wa Baba Ba. Shalom. Barakatam.